What's going on YouTube? In this video I'm going to be showing you guys the best build for the Krogan Gladiator that I came up with in my own opinion. Now this isn't going to be the best or the most damaging build. It's not going to be the most resistant build, but it's going to be a good overall around build, at least in my opinion. And so I recently got the Krogan Gladiator a couple days ago, got him to level 20. I've just been grinding gold and respecking, doing different skills and seeing which ones work best. And so this video is going to be showing you guys what I found works best for me when I play gold matches. Alright guys, so to kick things off, what I would start with is Rage. As you're leveling up your Krogan Gladiator, I go ahead and put all of my skill points into Rage until you get rank 6. So I would do all top. I would do more max shields, more damage resistance, more health or health regen, and Rage kills require one less kill. So instead of taking 3 kills to trigger rage mode, it only takes 2. Plus you get a melee damage bonus and you get 50% rage duration. So rage duration is 30 seconds, so it's going to be 45 seconds for your rage. So the reason I went ahead and did this is because this is going to give me a lot of damage resistance, and it's going to make me enrage constantly pretty much. So in rage mode, automatically you get a melee bonus. Obviously as you go through these skills you'll upgrade that melee bonus a little bit right here, and you also get damage resistance. So the reason I picked resilience rank 4 is because I'm gonna want that extra damage resistance, and trust me, it really does help. I've tried builds without this damage resistance, without being in rage mode, and it just like I was dying way too quickly. This extra 20 damage resistance, because this gives you 5 and this is already 15, so this extra 20 damage resistance is really going to be helpful, as well as the max shields and max health. Next, I picked Regeneration. So you could honestly pick martial arts, but I found myself needing Regeneration more. And Regeneration isn't like in Mass Effect 3 with the Krogan Warlord, when whenever you went into rage mode and your health would start regenerating at like 120 points per second or something like that. It's not at all like that. What Regeneration is in this game is if you get hit, and this only occurs, by the way, when you're in rage mode. So if you do get hit though, if you're getting hit, your health won't start regenerating. You have to like kind of back down off the fight, and when your shields start to recharge, and that's when your health will start regenerating. If your shields are getting hit, then your health will still regenerate, and it'll regenerate to max health. So it is actually very helpful, especially if you need to back off the fight, and your health will just go all the way back up. For the last one, I went ahead and I picked Berserker. The reason I picked Berserker is because I want to be in rage mode pretty much the entire match. So with Berserker, not only do I get a 50% rage duration, but it also only takes 2 melee kills instead of 3 to trigger rage mode, as well as if my health drops below 33%, I get into rage mode. And the reason I want to be in rage mode, obviously, the entire match, not only for the melee damage bonus, but also for the 20 plus 20 damage resistance. So after you're done completing the rage combat passive skill tree, I go ahead and go invest my points into pull. And now pull is very useful with this character, and I'll show you some clips here in a second of why. For some reason, it doesn't really say this around, at least not that I've seen, but for some reason, whenever you pull a target and have them pulled towards you, when you press Y to melee them with your brute hammer, or I said brute hammer, with your Krogan hammer, so I'm thinking Halo a little bit, but with your Krogan hammer, it'll insta-kill. It'll insta-kill any target that you pull. And so this is why I went ahead and I got pull radius, so I can pull up to 2 enemies and it'll insta-kill both those enemies. Now on top of insta-killing whatever target you pull, if you pull a target and go up next to another target, say like a pariah, or one of those like light armored targets, if you're facing the outlaws, and you go ahead and you use your melee and you hit this guy, insta-kill him, it also does like a little AoE damage, I kind of want to say. It doesn't really do AoE damage, but basically if the body that you hits the target, hits like a prior or something like that, it'll insta kill him. As well as even on gold. Like again, I play with this character all the time on gold, and same thing, it insta kills him. If you're doing it against like a Hydra or a Berserker, something like that, it'll do a lot of damage to him. For a Hydra, it takes out like either a fourth or a third of its health when you do this. It does so much damage, and I don't know why. But so I would level up my pull next. If you guys don't wanna get rank 3 or 4, because rank 3 is kind of useless. You don't really need that duration. Rank 4 is really the one I strived for. But if you guys don't want to get this rank 3 or 4, just at least get rank 2. And the next one I would do is Annihilation. So Annihilation I fully maxed out. I went ahead. This you could either pick radius or recharge penalty. The reason I chose recharge penalty is because, or minus 30% recharge penalty, is because, again, I want to be getting pull up as fast as I can, because when I get pull up as fast as I can keep you know, insta killing targets and doing all that bonus extra damage, which is really the key to this character. And again, I don't know why it's like that, but I mean it does a lot of damage, so I'm glad it's like that. So I went with recharge penalty, but you could go for radius. Radius is helpful too, especially with the rank 4 and 5 skills that you'll be putting in. But with rank 5, enemies take 20% additional damage from all sources. This is important in my opinion than just, you know, movement speed, because if they're in your annihilation field, they're taking 20% additional damage. I mean, that's obvious on that one. At least to me it is. For rank 6, I chose Vortex other than Draining Field. The reason I chose Vortex is because I've switched between both, and I found Vortex to be so helpful. All you have to do is go into a crowd of enemies, especially unarmored enemies, or unarmored, unshielded enemies, and they all just start floating like it. They can't do anything for 8 seconds. They're just sitting there floating in the air, which is awesome. You know, it really takes a lot of damage that's around you off you, and really helps you and your team out. So the next one I would do is I will go over to offensive biotics, and you will only, by this point, if you are level 20, you only have enough to get rank 3. I would like to get rank 4, but unfortunately there's not enough to get rank 4. Rank 4, you know, is 15% recharge speed, which would lead to my pull coming up faster, but this gives you more power damage, weapon damage, and pretty much 20% power damage. And then you'll have 3 extra skill points left over. And so I just went ahead and put 2 into Nova. I don't use Nova that much. I did try a Nova build, and Nova builds, Nova does do a lot of damage and is actually really cool. But the thing is with Nova, I just found myself like, I didn't find it meshed as well with all these other skills as this build does. I didn't find that, like, I was using Nova a lot, but I also wasn't going into Berserk mode as much. Nova is good, but it doesn't do as much damage as the melee build. I mean, this is a melee build, and I don't think it was doing as much damage as a melee build does, especially because, since, you know, of pull. So I'm just going to finish this video off, guys, by showing you some clips of how the pull and melee work together, and how they do as much damage as I was saying they do. And I hope you guys enjoy. Just to conclude this video, guys, this is mainly a pull and melee build. So just those two things together will do an extraordinary amount of damage. I also factored in some damage resistance in there to keep yourself alive and things like that. But anyways, guys, I do thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it. If you guys have any comments or concerns, please put them down in the comment section below, as well as if you have any ways of improving this build. I mean, if there's something I overlooked in these skills, then please by all means put that in the comments below too. I would love to know. Also, guys, if you guys want me to do more videos like this in the future, say for example the Asari Duelist, I have her at level 20. I also have been messing around with my Angara Avenger. If you guys want me to go over any builds for those characters, just let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be happy to do that. But anyways, guys, have a good one. Thank you guys again for watching, and have a good rest of your day. Peace out.